synchronized test. Synchronized test. Right, there we go. Well, there's the first minute and a half of the video. Hello. It's been quite some time since I've played on this save file, and apparently long enough that I've forgotten proper recording etiquette. I forgot to record my voice. I've swapped over recently to doing Audacity rather than conglomerating it into OBS. It allows for a little bit more fine-tuned sound balancing in post if I get the balance wrong. Absolutely fabulous granistones. It is raining as usual. And having made that comment, I looked over, that's a very large rift. That's like 12 blocks wide. My goodness, are they changing? They're evolving. Run away. Something. Yeah, a couple of people have already made the jump to 1.22. The version of the game that is. I've been a little bit reticent to play more on this file because for how short and beautiful this journey has been, it will soon be over, I fear. In light of this what is the word I'm looking for? The song coming out there. Close now. I would like, well, I also would like that. I suppose I could just grab the shot. Waste a little bit more of the copper pickaxe. I'm quite fond of this world. Even though I've only spent a scant, I think it's 12 hours here, if that. I have to move these and recover them over at my base. That's why I'm harvesting them. I wish to have some papyrus close by because I'm quite fond of the aesthetics it produces. The channel is booming. We are up to 27 subscribers as I start this recording. Very exciting indeed. The Lucid Blocks came out. I had a little bit of fun recording that. Let's see. Oh, that's flint. Do I have flint? I do. I'll harvest some more of these. Yes, so I'm rather attached to this world. I've been wondering about what to do with it once, because I think generally there are some. I think that it should be perfectly compatible, but there is a few concerns of what I might be missing out on with new content. If the area is already generated, I suppose I haven't moved around too much. Having just a small basic area over here and my little house down here in the patch, Burke Mountain. About 2 inch, that's the way of marking spawn. I was thinking of doing a little animatic related to my intro here because it was so special. It seemed like, well, you spawn in just sort of plopped into the world, don't you? And so the first thing I see, sort of waking up to the rain, turning around and seeing a house for which no one's home anymore, if they ever were. Presumably someone had to drive the car out there. Did I collect what I wanted? Yes. collect a few more papyrus and we'll rush our way home. Absolutely adore the plants in this. There are a few mods that I have on. We have the Flora zones mod on, most of them, if not all. I did have Flora sphere turned on, but there was a little bit of an issue with the generation in that, and kept finding blocks that were oddly named after their system functions rather than the full thing. I had a world I was sort of taking hikes in. I'm so smitten by the aesthetics in this game that sometimes I simply open it up to walk around in it. I think that's soy. It is. We have a sling with granite, a lot of lore book, and black coal. Well, when in doubt, what am I got? Which one of them am I going to take though? I don't have a means to. We got 2 of them, so there is a degree of sustainability with farming. Can I place a second axe down here? I very well can. Yeah, so let's take the third. I think it behooves me to perhaps expedite my departure judiciously to a bunch of papyrus routes, so we will be swimming through the river, quite ill-advised. Swim with the current, you'll exhaust yourself. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. It's always raining down here, isn't it? I do adore coming down here. Sunflowers. I do wish you could take a dip in here, but every time I've tried, it hurts you. 87 degrees, yeah, that's pretty hot. I left my bath running. Hang on, I need to close the door here. Peak of professionalism. Might even go as far as having a cup of tea. Have you all sit here for the next 5 minutes and disable the ability to scrub the video. Is it here? Yes, it's here. I rather feel exposed here. Oh, sweet, gorgeous red lupine. A cravey. Come with me. Interesting way to phrase it all. We have orange lupine. Fascinating. Do I have anything else? I don't want to keep putting all my things down. I can't eat the soybean, but the knife is as well as done anyway, so I might as well take that. And then just worry about whatever I need that to harvest later. Okay, well, I seem to be on a quest of some sort. I keep naturally pulling myself towards the south. Perhaps it's a sign. We will follow it. And I will also put this here. Yes. We're out of the rain. Brilliant. And I'm going to stuff myself silly on these fruits. Because I don't want to be juggling hunger constantly. I think, theoretically, my business in this location is that of food gathering, which is usually why I go on these large wanders. Look at this. Every location in this game has some unique character that simply begs you to know it. We have another trader down here. I wasn't even anticipating this. What is your name, my liege? I'm already hungry again. Got anything to trade? Clothes, as it happens. What's your name? Ahanu, the clothing merchant. And I like to be quite polite, so I usually include their names. Clothier, perhaps. Oh, right, okay, that's a thing. So I can put this down, and then perhaps bring this out and see if there's anything to be done about the inventory situation. Do I have soybeans? I do indeed. We even have pumpkin. A princely saddle blanket. Fabulous. And a copper spear that might as well just sort of... I'll leave this here as out of respect to it. A free high block to lean it against. Do we have anything around here like that? I don't think that we can put it against the traders. That would be a little bit disrespectful, so the game likes to tell me. But, well, if nothing else, I suppose I could just... I have to pick this up again. Ideally, I want to bring this over to my house, and does that indicate... Okay, in that area specifically, it's colder than the surrounding area. Autumn's coming. Rapidly. Let's... What shall we put in here? Maybe my sling? I doubt I'm going to be needing the bony soil for a minute, and I seem to keep randomly putting it down somewhere. Let's get some of this. Perhaps if I get some dairy, I might be able to... I nearly broke the spear immediately. I might be able to go more than 5 seconds without eating. Chert's a very soft stone, it's not useful for napping, but I could use it for making soil, perhaps. And we have found turnips. Absolutely fabulous. I have a turnip in my fridge that's about 1.5 months old. I really should get to it. To be honest, it's gotten to the point where I don't really want to eat it. I might just chop it into bits and give it to the birds. Can I interest you? Yes. Oh, I've done it again. I'm so tempted to just sort of leave it where it is. Oh, hello, my pretties. We're interrupting their nap time. Need to mark these. Quartz. And I will also... One of the things about 1.22 is the fact that you will no longer be able to move your berries. So I am sort of hemming and hawing. Let me just get rid of you here. What was that about? Oh, the spear is being lunged. That's why. I was like, why is my screen shaking? Now we know. Red currant bush will fruit in 8 days, weather permitting. Do I have time turned up? Time hours per day. 24. 60. No, everything's copacetic. There's some black currant bushes here. Shall I brighten up your location by adding just a little bit of noise to it. Yes. And I'm going to go over here, take these blackcurrant bushes home with me. There's a whole fabulous system relating to cuttings that you can now take. Don't really need that. What's that? That's rye. Anyone have a friend by the same name? And more rye. Fabulous. Was that an elk, or was that my nose whistling? I think it was the latter. Bunch of ruins. Zesty. I don't really have anything in mind here for my little trip. A farming vessel. There's a potential that it might contain things that I need, but equally... Oh, there was a raccoon here, wasn't there? Was there? Who's to say? Is that foxes or is it mushrooms? It's mushrooms. Absolutely gorgeous. What kind? Red wine. Beautiful. And I think the sun may be about to set. I might even like to go as far as making a base out here. Just to have them dotted around the area. I already have a home marked out there. But I think, just for now, is there a way that we can sort of... There it is. Oh, right, the exploding grass is a thing that's been following the game for many of its incarnations. Put the soil away. Anything else? Anything else? Anything on the surface? Anything on the surface? Nope. Nope. Do a bit of tidying. Haha. Is there anything that we can see just immediately? There is, in fact. Oh, goodness me. How rude. I'm being shot at now. I waited very slightly too long. Ouch. Foxes. Grab some more of these. Oh! Have you been following me the whole time? Beloved. Lupine are gorgeous. Even the purple, but the fact that the red is rarer, I think makes it all the more special. I feel a bit of a terrible guest here. I've sort of met this person and then proceeded to pull all the berries straight out from the surrounding area. Oh gosh. So in the future, with the 1.2 update, 1.22, 1.22, yes, that's the less awkward way to say that. You'll be able to take cuttings from bushes that you find out in the wild, you'll no longer be able to transplant them, and they will, oh gosh, they will be able to be planted, the cuttings, you can plant the cuttings, and you'll have to wait sort of 20 years for them to no longer require fertilization. Now, there are there's a bit back and forth of griping about increasing tedium, I think, with some of the fans of the game, players, and also a little bit of real world sort of contradiction. If you've ever seen a bramble bush, you'll know that it does not require any sort of fertilization. That is it blackcurrants I'm thinking of? I think it is, or perhaps blackberry, the ones that have a lot of tiny little nodules. Those grow like weeds. Giant thorny bramble bushes. Quite like bramble jam, as it happens. Currently sprinting home. Eating on the run. What is that? Are you going to tell me it's up there? No, I think it's in here, isn't it? What has happened here? What has happened? We're in the middle of a forest, and yet all I see are floating branches. If any of them have a reason to update, they'll disappear at a moment's notice. But I love seeing things like this. Let's see if we can get one with the moon. Have you ever seen fruit floating ominously in the night? Have I been going the wrong way again? No, I've been mostly on the right path. My homing instincts led me to the trader, and now they are successfully leading me home. I just learned recently, people are still doing, let's mark this here, people are still doing sparkling with pigeons, of all things. Some, 3,000, 30,000 years of companionship with those creatures. We have a lot going on. Many uses for them. It's only in the last 100 years or so that they were sort of seen as a nuisance, and I think that was because of the practicality of the telegram basically rendering them useless. Why bother with all the infrastructure? What the fuck is that's a hyena and it wants to eat me. That's a portal. And we're back in the danger zone. I have a base here. Hello, my friend. Would you mind if I took a quick nap in your hut just while I wait out the night? Thank you very much.